The Methodist religion was very strong in my household. We would pray before any meal, pray before we go to bed. I realized, Islam is a very strong faith. I had a lot of hate, and I was really lost in my own faith, being a Christian. I almost killed myself before I converted to Islam. Walaikum salam.
How are you?
Wonderful, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Could you please introduce yourself?
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Carrie Bracken. I'm from Bear, Delaware. I am 27 years old, and I am a revert to Islam, and I converted on January 16th, 2013.
And how does it feel like to be a Muslim?
Alhamdulillah, it's awesome. A lot of great, amazing things have happened, from me converting to meeting new people that just changed my life, and they've been amazing ever since. So alhamdulillah, it's been great.
So what could you tell us about your childhood?
My childhood, I was raised in a Christian family, raised by Methodist parents. So we literally lived right next door to a Methodist church. So we would walk every day to a church. The Methodist religion was very strong in my household. We would pray before any meal, pray before we go to bed. Even during the holidays, it was a huge thing. We would drive or go walk down to the church during certain holidays, or just on any Sunday we would go. I was always in the Sunday school or the children's choir, and I would sing. But yeah, we would go to church almost every single Sunday. I mean, if we did miss a Sunday, it was because we were sick.
Wow. So did you have any Muslim people around you before you became a Muslim?
I did have one Muslim friend, but I knew her in like the 5th or 6th grade. I knew her. 25, when I converted to Islam, I had more Muslim friends before I converted, and I realized, Islam is a very strong faith, and I was really lost in my own faith, being a Christian, and I just wanted more answers for that.
And what were your thoughts about Muslims and Islam back then?
I had a lot of hate. I had family members or friends who I used to hang out with who, were very, country boy girls and country girls, country boys. I always hung out with those people, always going out drinking, partying, having a grand old time. And we would make fun of those people dressed differently than us. But as I left that friendship with those people, I realized that's not who I am. And I feel like I made myself stronger and learned to realize that that wasn't who I was. And Islam really made me stronger than who I am now.
And then what reason made you start to get curious about Islam? And, what made you say to yourself that you should learn this religion?
So I have had some friends of mine who are Muslim. And, I've asked certain questions like, well, I've heard this on the news, that it's, wrong towards women, or it's this towards women, or it's towards that towards women. I really thought Islam was really against women. They really, hated their wives or hated their daughters or anything. But I've learned more because I've asked questions. And
what was your trigger that put love or interest into your heart?
Oh, goodness. I remember the day. It was the day that I converted. And it was a very triumphant moment in my life where I felt weak, but honestly I was very strong. I almost killed myself before I converted to Islam. I had a gun to my head, and I said, if there's any God of any faith, please give me a sign. And at that moment, I had my phone beside me it would not stop ringing. It wouldn't stop vibrating. It just kept going and going and going. It just kept making these noises that you've never seen or heard. It really felt like something took over my phone and just, I don't know, it just went off. Something like a lightning bolt or something hit it or something. But once I picked up the phone, I saw this message. And in this message, I don't know what it said, but I knew it was Arabic because I've seen Arabic before, reading it from like my friends or hearing about it or whatever, just seeing it. I looked at it and I was like, this is a sign from God. And I literally jumped up, put the gun on the ground, and said, I'm going to convert to Islam. And that was the day that I say, God really changed my life. Alhamdulillah, He changed my life.
I mean, that's pretty amazing that something so simple as a text message could be your trigger, how would you describe the impact that it had on you?
Islam to me was the truth because I felt like God spoke to me that day. Allah spoke to me, and He spoke to me with love. And that was it was a moment that I have never felt. And